Here's something about God that I just want to share. And I've thought about this for a long time. For a long time. If Jesus died on the cross for our sins, which include murder, rape, pillaging, debauchery, all the sins that humankind can commit. But whenever God ordered the destruction of millions and millions and the rape, as you know, in the Old Testament, God said it's fine for Moses and his followers to have their way with the people that got in their way. And that included rape. And in the New Testament, Jesus died for all the sins that humankind committed. What side of humankind committed more sins? The side that was for God, or the side that was against God? Oh, what do we have here? Even. Just as even. Just as evil and fucked up, isn't it? Yes, it is. I've read the Bible 3 times. So don't you fucking goddamn tell me otherwise. Because I've read the Bible 1 time because I had to whenever I was in fucking grade school. And was going to church and was doing the whole, Sunday school Bible thing. And I read it twice after that, really for shits and giggles, to understand it better. The first time I wanted to find God, and the second time I kind of wanted to find out why I tried to find God and why He let me down. You know what I mean? And I realized why. It's myself. Myself. And it's yourself that can make the better part of the world. God was not a good guy in the Old Testament. He wasn't. He was just as crooked and fucked up as the people that He was against. And Jesus died on the cross for the sins that humankind committed. So I guess that Jesus must have died for the sins of also the people that His own Father told them to commit. It's confusing, isn't it? It's a little bit like, I can tell you the fucking answer. The answer is the whole shit is phony. It's a phony. It's a phony. What we read in the Bible today is so mistranslated and so fucked up and so translated for you to be controlled from the original text of the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's not even funny. It's not even fucking funny. And the sad thing is that you will hear that time and time again. But will you ever know exactly what the Sea Scrolls said unless you knew old school Mesopotamic? No. Right now, currently on this planet, there's probably only maybe 50 people that can actually read the Dead Sea Scrolls and translate them to at least 90% accurately of what they actually mean. Only about 50. And that's about 90%. And even them, they have their own interpretation of what it means. Because that 10% that's left over that they don't understand is left for their own interpretation. And that could be 10% that can fuck you up into actually understanding what it really meant. Just one word, one little grammar mistake, one little, whatever opinion that I have, because I went to school for this shit and I learned all this shit, I will throw it in there. It's bullshit. It's all a bunch of phony bullshit. It's up to you and yourself to live a great life and to live it as you want it to be lived. It's not up to anybody else. And I'm telling you what, if that means that you want to drink a half gallon of fucking vodka for 3 years fucking straight and then you fucking puke up your goddamn liver, so fucking be it. Do it. You know? Do it. Because if it's not in your fucking heart to question whether or not you should change, then I guess you rather shouldn't. God has no effect on this world anymore. If anything, he has a negative effect. Jesus died on the cross for the sins that his Father told his followers to commit. And to this day, we still follow this God. Now, okay, you can say, hang on, Wobblehead. Jesus, you know what? Maybe we misunderstood the story, and maybe Jesus was actually a hero, and maybe he was against his father. He wasn't against his father, so don't give me that shit either, because I've argued this point before about 4 years ago on a previous channel that I had, and I had those comments. Don't give that shit to me, because Jesus followed God. So don't give that shit to me. That channel is long since gone, and that was back in 2006, whenever I was doing edited satanic videos, and I was making my voice disguised as shit, but that was a long time ago. That has nothing to do with what I'm really doing now. But anyway, just fuck off. This world is not going to get any better unless we live for ourselves and how we want to live it. Because that ultimately means self-sustainability. The world can be a much more harmonious place in that case, couldn't it? But self-sustainability is dead now, of course, because of Christianity. Hell, Satan, and fuck Zion.